In the building. Welcome back on this beautiful. You know what? It has not rained all summer, y'all. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like we need a little bit, but you know what? It's been a beautiful day. Please do not be mad at me if it rains in the next couple of days. But listen, sister girl needs it, okay? I mean, I am very excited to have this in. However, I need a little rain, and our garden needs a little rain too as well. But anyway, today we'll be diving in, talking about food and safety recalls. But before that, let's get into some announcements. So August 28th, Saida's Hair and Company will be hosting their second annual backpack giveaway. They will be hosting their second annual backpack giveaway. This is in collaboration with Seattle Housing Authority. They will be at Rainier Beach Community Center, 1 p.m. until 4 p.m., giving away backpacks, free haircuts, free braiding sessions. They are also looking for barbers who are interested and willing to give back to their community. So if you know anyone who is willing to give back to their community and give haircuts and braid hair, please contact Saida's Hair and Company. The flyer will be up in just a second. They're also while she's in town, she has pop-up appointments. If you want to make appointments with her to get your hair done, there are some options there. I cannot believe the kids are almost back in school. There are so many backpack drives and giveaways. Please check out the Seattle Housing Authority's backpack drive and giveaway. It is Saida's second annual and Seattle Housing Authority's fourth annual. So yes, so please check it out. There's the flyer. So yeah, so if you guys are barbers and you guys are willing to get back to the community, please contact her and support. If you are in need of a backpack, mark the date, August 28th, and there will be a backpack giveaway. Also, let's talk about Seattle's Teen Summer Musical. Woo! August 28th until the 30th, Teen Summer Musical will be in production with Peter Pan. I cannot believe that it is this time already. I'm super excited about it. It's playing down at the McCaw Hall. So yes, the McCaw Hall, they moving on up, okay? There is thousands of seats available. So please share this information with your networks. These kids have been working every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to bring you this beautiful production of Peter Pan. I'm super excited. My children are in it, yes. But I love shows like this. I was looking at a memory back in the day on my Facebook before my youngest daughter joined Teen Summer Musical. She was in another program, and they did a talent show. And she was so nervous about this talent show. And, you know, kids are so mean. So in the background, people were telling her no one's coming for her. No one's going to clap for her. But when she got on the stage, she did her performance. And guess who was in that crowd cheering her on? Kids from Teen Summer Musical. This program is more than just a production. This program teaches kids how to show support, how to build community, how to build family. My family has been a part of this production for years. My kids have gone in there shy and not really wanting to talk to people. And they come out just very vibrant, happy, willing and able, confident. My daughter Zoe earlier this year won second place in Acts on Stage monologue competition. And if you met Zoe or if you follow me on social media, you know homegirl is not about that life. She is not about really participating and speaking to people. But programs like this gives kids confidence. It gives kids community. So we want to support, and I just wanted to highlight that. Please come, show up, show out, support the children. Share with your networks, buy your tickets. They are also looking for vendors for their production. So if you would like to be a vendor, they are projecting over 10,000 people to be at this show. So you're right. So let's get these seats filled in. Let's get some vendors in the building. Let's show these children some support and let them know that their work is not in vain. Right. So also our youth program, Clean Greens Youth Program, we are still looking for youth. So if you know any youth or you have a youth ages 5 to 19 that would like to be a part of learning agriculture, growing their own food, starting a garden and helping out, or if you know youth who needs community service hours, please send them our way. We still have a few slots available. We are meeting every Saturday at the ME tennis court. We are rebuilding. So if you come, you're like, where's the produce? We are rebuilding. So they right now are in the process of planting and building their garden. So ages 5 to 19, and we will be behind the ME tennis court. Also, do not forget, while we're in production, while we're in season, to grab a fresh bag of produce every Saturday or Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. outside of 124 21st Avenue. It's best if you show up on a Saturday because that is when we are giving out produce, and then we give out what we don't have the next day. So you do have 2 opportunities, but the best time to show up is on a Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you know of anybody who was in need of extra food or needing of extra services, you know what? And we're all working on our health. Please send them our way. I mean, the way this world is going, this economy going, everyone needs extra food, and we're not judging you at all. You come up and no questions asked. You can donate, you can pay, you can still have the chance to buy a share. Did I say it wrong? You farm 11 a.m. on Saturdays. Did I say the wrong date? Sorry. But yeah, so please show up and grab a bag of produce. We are out here on the farm growing this produce special for you, which leads me to the conversation that we're going to have today about what in the heck is going on. Now, listen, I'm not about to bog you down. There will be random times where I bog you down with statistics and all that stuff. I'm not even doing that. We are just talking about basics. We're just going to create a safety plan about all the recalls that are happening right now. Now, you know, we have a bunch of buffoons in office. We're not even going to, I'm not even going to hold you. Mind you, I forgot this. Speaking of buffoons in office, let's talk about the elections that is coming up, the midterms that are coming up. And Rainier Avenue Radio will be doing coverage until the 2026 elections. We will be having live, panel discussions and debates. That's what I'm trying to say. Live panel discussion and debates. It is so important that you tune in. It is so important that you tune in and you get to know the candidates. You get to know who you're voting for. You get to know what they stand for. And you get to put these people in office. Your vote matters. Your vote matters. We have a bunch of buffoons in office running running our country, and we are facing high rent. We are facing, Lord Jesus, the gas is crazy. Okay? The gas is crazy. Food, everything is high. So many recalls. So it is important. Things like that. It starts local. It's not just in DC. It starts local. So making sure that you are staying tuned for local midterms. And then also a great reminder, Rainier Avenue Radio is here to bring you information about the elections. We are not here to sway you which way to vote. We are here to show you we are here to give you your options. Who are you going to vote for? So please keep in mind, while we do these elections, while we do these debates, please do not vandalize our building. Please do not vandalize the people. Please do not attack the candidates. Ask your questions, listen to what they have to say, and move forward. These people are human beings putting themselves on the front line to do something good, what they think is good for our country, for our state, for you. And if you think you can do better, you know that you can also enter the race. So I just want a great reminder to just be kind to people. And yeah, I know I call these people buffoons and I stand by that. However, I wouldn't be rude to them. I wouldn't yell at them. I would ask these questions and I would get some answers. So anyway, speaking of food, let's talk about food. You know, we are a farm and we have been hearing so many recalls with what is going on with our food. And what does that mean for us? There's recall on produce, there's recall on meat. Do you have a safety plan instilled in your house to make sure that you and your family are safe? I will not lie and tell you I have a safety plan. I don't have a safety plan. But after this show, I think that it is important that we all have a safety plan on what are we going to do with how can we make sure that our family is not affected by all the recalls that are happening. So let's get into it. There are let's get into the plan. Okay. So I don't know. I'm gonna try this. I think this is cool. Everything sounds good and fun when people are giving you like tips and things to do. But I think it's great to incorporate your kids as we do this because it teaches them how to slow down. It teaches them how to be good consumers. It teaches them how to take their food and health safely. So one of the things that we want to do is check the foodsafety.gov. Check foodsafety.gov weekly. Make sure that you're checking to see if there's any recalls. Making sure that you're checking your cupboards just once a week. And I know in this life, we feel like we're in this rat race, but we don't have to be in this rat race, you guys. I have been consciously taking the time to slow down and smell the roses. And what does it mean to just relax? And guess what, guys? Things are still getting done. So I think we need to start designating times. We need to start designating times each week to go through our pantry, go through our food, and check the website to make sure that our food and our packages aren't on the recall. And you can do this. You can assign a child to go through and check the numbers and make sure that they are taken care of. I mean, and if you're like me, you might want to go back and recheck with them, because, kids, especially them teens. I don't know which is worse, teenagers or younger kids, because them teenagers just don't care, okay? But doing this practice, they may not understand what you're doing now, but when they get older, they will for sure understand then, okay? So before you cook, remember to check the numbers on your packaging. Make sure that your numbers are, and you can also print out the information on the website. So make sure you're checking the numbers and that those numbers aren't the numbers that are on the recall. And if you do happen to have food that's in your house that is on the recall market, make sure that you're putting it in the trash correctly, that your pets and your children don't get to it. I don't think my children will be digging in the garbage can, but maybe the dogs. So make sure that you store it away properly, not just from you and your family, but if you have household pets, which are our family. My dogs are my babies. So making sure that you're storing it away cool. And not getting too overwhelmed about all of the recalls that are happening. Just making sure that you're staying in tune with what's happening. And I think this is a great reminder for us to remember to slow down. We need to slow down and make sure that we are aware of what's going on in our community, aware of what's going on in our state, aware of what's going on and who we are placing in office to make these decisions. It is not something to panic about. It is something to vote about. Okay. So creating that safety plan, checking the website weekly, signing up for the email list so that you get the information in real time to your phone. We all have our phones. Creating that safety plan with your children to make sure that they're checking the labels and checking the numbers when they're cooking or when they're cleaning out the cupboards each week. And then also making sure when you're preparing your food, making sure that you're cleaning your hands, your areas clean, your kitchen counters cleaned, keeping your raw meat separated from your, what am I trying to say, y'all? I was doing so good and then I got caught up. Anyways, making sure your raw meat is separated from the rest of the food. Making sure you're washing your hands after you touch the meat. Making sure you're teaching your kids proper safety measures when they are helping you cook and when they are cooking themselves. And then making sure your refrigerator is chilled. And that's something I needed to know. Yes, you see me looking down because I'm looking at my notes. The fridge at 40 Fahrenheit girl, I will post this. Not girl. Look, I'm so used to talking to my girlfriends. I will post this on the social media. But yeah, just making sure your refrigerator is kept clean, making sure your refrigerator has the right temperature, making sure your freezer is cleaned. And I know again, this is one more thing that we're adding to the list of things to do in our lives. However, our food, our home safety is more important than trying to run around here and get other things done outside the home. It is time that we take the moment to slow down and make sure that we are eating healthy and we're taking care of ourselves. So that's part one of the food safety plan. So again, making sure that you check the website, sign up for the emails. If you don't remember, if you can't remember to check the websites every Sunday, sign up for the emails because we check our emails. So sign up for the emails to get real time information about the recalls. Make sure you're checking the numbers, keeping your receipts, keep all receipts. That is so hard to do, but I think it's important that we start doing that. Keeping your receipts in a place to where when the recalls happen, you have your receipts so that you can go back to the store and make sure that you either exchange it or you get your money back. Keeping your receipts in a stored place, maybe in the kitchen, maybe have a kitchen drawer for receipts. I don't have a kitchen drawer for receipts, but I do have a kitchen drawer for bags. So making sure you have that in place. Another thing to do is know your local farmers. Know your local farmers. There are meat farmers out here. There are farmers out here. There are produce farmers out here. I know a few of them. They are local. They are in your urban farmers. They are farmers out, north and east. We have Clean Greens Farm and Market. We have Nurturing Roots. We have Black Star Farmers. We have Yes Farm. We have Small Axe Farms. There are so many farmers. And I like to say to check out your local Black farmers, but also all farmers. At this point in time, it's important to get to know all farmers and get to know your different options. If you go to the Black Farmers Index, you can find Black farmers if that's what you're looking for. I will try my best to put together a list for everyone of different farmers and different meat farmers. You get together with your family and friends or people in your community, and you can literally, this sounds crazy what I'm about to say, you can buy a whole cow. And it sounds crazy because even though I eat meat, sometimes I still can't believe I eat meat, okay? Anyways, you can buy a whole cow, you can buy chickens, you can share the cost with your family and friends. It's important to buy local and get to know your local people because it's farm to table. You know exactly where your food is coming from. It's not traveling across the towns. It's not traveling from state to state. Well, it is traveling across town, but you know what I mean. It's not traveling from state to state. It's not traveling from different countries. It is local, and you know the people. And also, when you're out there and you're working with them and you're getting to know them, make sure you volunteer. And if you can, donate, because a lot of people are growing this food with minimum help and minimum funding, but they're doing it to keep you and your family safe. I know we were created to bring health and education and wellness to our community about how eating affects our health. And so we do this, but we are also a small nonprofit farm, and we are always looking for volunteers. And the beauty about volunteering with these local farmers or with farmers is you get to see in real time how they're growing their food. Is their words matching their mission? You get to see the production. You get to see where your food comes from. And there is just something spiritual. I can't explain it about connecting when you go out there. You're connecting back to self. You're connecting back to the earth. It's a beautiful experience. Like I always share that before I started working for Clean Greens, there was no way you were catching me in the gardens. And then not everybody, but a lot of people like I can't be in the garden. I get manicures and I get my nails done. So do I. I get my nails done. You wash your hands, you go on about your business. And at the end of the day, we are learning to slow down and connect back to ourselves. We are slowing down to connect back to the earth. We are slowing down to connect back to our people, our community, and feed our souls and our bodies something healthy. The main goal is to be healthy. The main goal is to slow down. because as they have us on this rat race and we're running around here doing all these things, making all these decisions, they are making decisions that are harming us. And this is why we keep having all these recalls. So I hope that you guys take some of these tips and apply them to your life, and make sure that you are not stressing out about all the recalls, and make sure that you incorporate the children. The children need to know what's going on. They may not quite understand it, but these are times to have conversation with how we eat, how we take care of our family and our kitchen, and talk to them about how important it is to vote for who we have in office, because these people are making decisions about our lives that are affecting the way we eat. Another idea that you can do is start a garden, start your own garden. It sounds a little off-putting, it sounds scary, but you can start a garden. You can start your garden. I have a cousin right now. She is super proud of herself, and I'm super proud of her. She started a garden with just I think it's 5 garden bags, and she's growing tomatoes, she's growing peppers, she's growing, I forgot what else she's growing, some greens. It's really simple to just start a small garden. Start small, save your seeds. It is important to start saving your seeds, because pretty soon they're going to start. You see, there's already produce out here and fruit out here without seeds being in it. This is by design, y'all. So making sure that you are conscious about where your food's coming from, the roles that you can play in it. And if you get nervous about starting a garden and what you need to do, you can always volunteer and help out at local farmers. And they are always willing and able to show you and give you tips and give you starters. So if you don't know what to start, I know for Clean Greens, we have thousands of starts in the beginning, and we are always willing to give out starts to people who want to start their own garden, who want to make sure that they're eating healthy and make sure that their family's eating healthy. We want to make sure that we are staying connected and knowing where our food is coming from and how they're growing it. Don't forget to sign up for the email list for, I'm trying to find that email again, sorry, foodsafety.gov. Go to foodsafety.gov and sign up for their list to stay connected on all the recalls, and know that they are trying to make us crazy, and we're not crazy. We got to stay focused. We got to stay level-headed. We got to prepare with each other, connect with your community, connect with your family, look into ways to buy meat locally, go to butchers, volunteer on farms. I'm trying to think of all the things that we can do to stay focused and stay healthy, and meditate. Make sure that you guys are taking time to be with yourselves and connect back to yourselves, because if you're distracted, if you're always busy, they are going to take over this world. And I sound a little crazy when I'm saying this. I'm not meaning to sound as crazy as I do sound, but it's just being real. If we're not focused, if we're not watching who we're voting for, if we're not watching what we're putting on our food, we are going to do the work for them, which is kill ourselves and burn ourselves out. And we're not going to be able to do nothing. So make sure that you stand focused. Now I'm just rambling. And that's my TED Talk for today, y'all. So I just wanted to make sure that we don't get so overwhelmed about what's happening in that house right now, because there are things that we can do. And I think that they keep giving us so much information at once that is stressing us out, and then we're giving up. And there is really so much that we can do in our community, which is staying connected, volunteering for our local farms. We at Clean Greens is building an urban farm in Seattle behind the NBA tennis court. There is Yes Farm off of Yesler. There is Nurturing Roots in Skyway. There are so many options for us to learn how to grow. There's so many options for us to learn how to be in community. And then Rainier Avenue Radio will be hosting panels and debates to talk about midterms that are happening here and who we're voting for. And just remember to be kind to each other, be kind to the candidates, because this cannot be easy. I don't know how they do it. I guess I kind of do. I do it on a smaller scale than they do, but just being kind and just listening to what they're saying, because everyone in their own mind thinks that they're doing what's best for everyone. And it's not just you that they're thinking about. They're thinking about everyone. And I think that's another thing that we need to focus on, that it's not just about us. There is whole bunch of people walking around here that are hurting, that are going through some things, and that are only doing things in their own experience. So I just gonna leave you that with that, and just make sure that you are staying safe, make sure you're staying healthy, make sure you're washing your hands. I know that COVID is over, but hand washing is still important. Making sure that your children know about proper ways to store their food. You know what? Maybe make sure your kids take a food handlers class, because I don't think they understand. Like, sometimes when we're talking, it's just like nagging to them. Maybe take a food handlers class that teaches them how to properly store the food, how to properly take care of the food, and make sure that you guys are staying updated on the latest recalls. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'll see you guys next week. And thank you for joining us. And stick around and tune into Phil Am coming up next. Bye.